because that's really what you are. Like, you don't got nothing better to live for but me coming to drink with you on the weekend? Are you serious?
Yes, absolutely.
That's pathetic.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm
not your girlfriend. Hey guys, welcome to the Primal podcast. If you're a sensitive little bitch, you might not want to listen to this, but if you're somebody that's trying to make positive changes to your life, this is probably the podcast for you. My name's Matthew McCabe.
And my name is Kevin Tran, and we are both owners of Primal Nutrition.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so a lot has been happening this week. You want to start with, like, do you have any, like, news, or do you want to keep it under wraps?
I got some big news, but I'm going to keep it low-key for now. Might have some big things coming for you guys.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I heard it, and it's big.
It's big.
Yeah. I've been busy lately, you know, like I have like performances coming up, and I have like videography work I have to do. But, like episode 2, I put my money where my mouth is. I have a lot of shit to do, but I know how to finesse my time. And that's what, a lot of people lack. So I just want to like make a point from 2 episodes ago. So today's topic, we were talking about this like several times, surrounding yourself with people who can uplift you and not have negative people around. Basically, like, you are the 5 people you hang with.
Yeah, and it's definitely true. You definitely are a sum of the 5 people you hang around with. If you hang around 5 losers, you're going to be the 6th. If you hang around 5 winners, you're going to be the 6th. So choose who you hang around. That's very important.
Yeah, so like today's topic, we're going to talk about like having a healthy network and weeding the negative people out. We know we've had plenty of these kind of friends, and we had to, step away from them. And the second that we weed them out, we're actually like much happier, and we just keep going further and further in life. Like, and that's how we found each other, honestly.
Yeah, you don't want to waste time on people that are bringing you down. You want to just focus on the people that are bringing you up, supporting you. And those people are the ones you want to keep moving forward with.
So how do you do all this? Like, how do you find like a good network of friends? How do you basically anyone not providing you any value or just dragging you down? So like you just need to cut them out.
So I like to like put these people into categories, right? Mm-hmm. So we got like, how you as like your financial status, you have assets and you have liabilities.
Yeah.
So you need to look at people as the same exact model. And do those people fall into the asset category, or do they fall into the liability category? Mm-hmm. And if they fall into the liability category, you probably don't want them around.
Exactly.
Try to get rid of them if you can.
But Matt, like who's the asset and who's the liability? Like, what should we look out for?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, we got the answer for you.
Yeah. So we have them like listed out. So for assets, someone who can help you make money. Someone who can provide happiness, someone who can provide you support, like just like they have your back. They provide motivation. They're like resourceful, like they're your resource, and someone to learn from. So let's like go in depth with each of these bullet points. So for money, like, do you have anything to say about money?
Yeah. So like if you don't have like a money relationship with that person, like you guys aren't making money together, or they can't provide any help for you to continue to keep making more money. That's just like a big reason why I would want somebody around me.
And for happiness, I mean, that's a given.
Happiness is important. That's like your love, right? So like your friends, your family that give love to you. Mm-hmm. Those are the people that, that's the ones we're talking about there.
And support, obviously, yeah.
Support goes hand in hand with that, but that can be more... that can be more acquaintance friendly. Those people can still provide support to you. Yeah,
like someone who has your back, no matter like if your decisions are, a little iffy, but they still have your back because they know that your thought process, you're taking a risk, you have good intentions, like let you ride out this decision.
Right. And a lot of like the support I think comes from just not putting you down and not giving you negative shit.
Exactly.
Just give me positive stuff while I'm growing.
Yeah, because, we have like a lot of naysayers and shit like that, but we'll talk about the liability part. So resource, we like to network with a lot of people.
Some people are a lot more resourceful than others.
Yeah.
You can, like, I think that's one of my biggest qualities, actually, is I'm not a fucking genius. Honestly, I think sometimes I'm a fucking idiot. Honestly, I've been a C student my entire life. Never really did that good in school. Basically failed out of college, too. But what I am is resourceful. Like, anytime I have a question I don't know the answer to, well, I don't sit there and go, oh, well, I don't sit there and I just make up a random answer. I go and I find people that actually know, and I find out the right fucking answer. So it's not even about being smart half the time. It's just being resourceful enough to get the right answers.
Yeah, like knowing people who has done it longer than you and use them as a learning tool.
Yeah. And you at the same time, like, that takes humility, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to be humble.
Yeah.
And that goes, the next one is someone to learn from. So, yeah, some resources.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, so, like, let's go to the liability. So, someone's taking away your money.
Yeah, that's a problem. I hear all the time from people, like, actually, I don't know why I hear it from girls all the time, where, like, the girl will be, like, providing for, like, a guy who's a fucking loser. Like, you're just losing money. Why would you ever want a guy like that in your life? Mm-hmm. Or, I mean, that's just one situation, but I even see friends, like, kids that have friends that, their friends will borrow money from them and then they never get that money back. It's like, you don't want those people around you.
And people who are negative,
Yeah.
We know too many people that are like talking shit. They're just like, oh, so and so is weird. So and so he's doing too much. He thinks he's all that. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I can't stand negative people because I said it on the podcast before. They're only negative because they say that shit to make themselves feel better. And it's like, if you got to do that, you're fucking weak.
You're a fucking loser. Like, you're also wasting time. Which
Yeah.
goes to another one. It's like taking your time away. So, like, I had a friend who took my time away for a half hour just to talk shit about people. And I'm just like, I have, like, things to do. Why are you wasting my time?
Yeah.
Talking about people. You could be using your time talking shit about people, doing something more productive,
Another thing about the time, too, is, like, if any of your friends or family, people around you, like, use time against you, like they make you feel bad if you can't make it somewhere with them because you have something else to do, or you can't make it to a party and they make you feel bad about that. You want to cut those people off too, because they're not respecting your time and what you're trying to do in your own life.
Yeah. Like, for example, like, I had like this karaoke birthday party thing. I invited Matt, and then like he had to deal with his Tesla, and I'm like, I'm not upset about it. I'm like, yeah, you do you.
Yeah.
And you say the same thing to me. It's like, Kev, you do not owe me any of your time. Like,
Yeah, Kev, yesterday,
Yeah.
perfect example. Kev tells me, oh, Matt, I got to leave like an hour early today. I'm like, bro, just go. I'm not worried about it. Like,
Yeah.
you got your shit to do.
Yeah. We have too many friends. Like, oh, you don't spend time with me anymore. You don't do that. I'm like,
Well, I don't have those friends. You have those friends.
Yeah.
I don't let people do that to me. I call it right out right away.
I just want to be like, go fuck yourself.
I'm not that nice.
Yeah, but I do have friends. Like, I'm gonna shout him out. My friend Will. We have that kind of relationship where like we don't have to like hang out with each other for like a year, and then if we see each other, we'll pick back up right where we left off.
Yeah, I have a lot of those friends too, and those are the ones you want to keep around.
Exactly.
Because it's like even no matter what's going on in your life, you guys could be doing totally separate things for years, and you come right back, and they still got your back.
Yeah, because like we both know, like we have our shit to do, we have our goals to pursue. So, like why like stop each other from doing that?
Right.
And another one is a snake.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So
You don't want to like trust somebody around you that you're telling a ton of information to, and then every time you tell them something, you hear from someone else that you heard it from them. Mm-hmm. Because if they don't have much going on in their life, they're probably going to be spilling your beans to everybody.
yeah, like for example, like this never happened with us, but just say like I'm a complete fucking asshole snake. Matt tells me it's like, oh, he never, for the record, he never said this, but like he said, oh yeah, Kay.
You're gonna use the K.
Yeah, Kay's a fucking bitch. She slacks up. Like he never said this.
Never said this, K. I promise.
Yeah. And then like I come into Primal on a Saturday, and Kay happens to be working. And I'm like, hey Kay, do you know that Matt said this about you? Like, what kind of fucking bullshit is this? Like,
And that's not a good friend because like let's say I was just sitting there and I was just venting at the time because I was frustrated.
yeah,
And Kev, I just thought was a friend I could talk to. You know, I want somebody in my circle that I can trust and I can be unfiltered. And if they got a fucking problem with that, or if they're gonna run around and tell someone else, that's not somebody I need in my circle.
exactly.
Because they're just trying to, you know, they're trying to hurt your own what's that called? Like
And they try to hurt your reputation.
your reputation, yeah.
Yeah, your image. So like any of those people who are a liability, like, you have to cut them out. You have to cut them out ASAP. Even if it's family, someone you love, someone who's close to you, even your significant other. If they have those traits, be cutthroat, be an asshole.
Yeah.
You're allowed to be an asshole because people say, "Oh, it's easier said than done," and
It's easier done than said.
yeah, it's just you just gotta stop being a fucking pussy.
Because yeah, you can sit there and you can talk about needing to get that person out of your life all you want. It's not gonna fucking do anything. Just
No.
stop engaging with them.
Yeah, and
They're not worth your time. You know, if they have those qualities, they're not worth your time. Now, if they have the asset qualities we were talking about, that's somebody that's worth your time. Spend your time on that person.
Yeah, and I spent over the years, like building that kind of network. Like I met you, I met my friend Will, I met like this person, that person, and I realized, oh damn, there's more people that are sort of like me but in different fields.
Yeah.
And the same obsessiveness.
The other thing is like you always want to keep your mind open to like new people.
Yeah,
Right?
precisely.
And like you can always grab new people that are going to help you with that too.
Yeah, because like believe it or not, you do not know it all. There's
No.
gonna be people who know more than you, and those people are the people you want to learn from. Like back to what we said, we are 5 of the people we hang with. So if we hang out with 5 winners, well, we're gonna be winners.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can say at least the 5 people in my circle, like I think I have a lot of similar traits with those 5 people, and I think we're all fucking winners.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah. Here's the thing about that though. Before you go out looking for people who you can like benefit from and all that stuff, work on yourself first, because if you're a toxic person,
crucial point.
yeah, like if you're a piece of shit who does drugs all the time, why would you expect someone who's higher up than you accepting you into their circle? Like you're a liability to them.
Right.
So you need to be an asset to whoever you want to hang with.
Yeah, so it's like provide value yourself first, and then you'll attract those people. But those people don't want to be around you unless you're providing value. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, make sure you're providing value.
Yeah, so just work on yourself. So instead of like trying to be friends with everyone, be okay by yourself first. Work on what you're passionate about. Work hard, hustle. And just build your skills and find a passion that you have. And then once you start growing in the stuff that you do, it'll show towards other people, and the people that you want to hang with, they'll recognize that and they'll want to work with you.
Right. Like, man, if you want to be ripped, do you hang out with 4 fat guys?
No, absolutely
No,
not.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, that's the worst idea.
If you want to be rich, do you hang out with 4 guys that have full-time jobs that work 9 to 5?
No,
No. Doesn't make any sense.
exactly.
You got to get around fucking the right people.
Yeah, and you'll start seeing that, like when you start work on yourself, and you have and those same friends that you hung out with over the years to be like, oh, you don't have time for us anymore. Oh, like look
That's
at you,
okay.
yeah, like look at you being Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're too good for us? You don't want to drink on the weekends because you're worried about having abs. I was like, well, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're saying that, those are the people I'm talking about that hold any emotional tie to you. Mm-hmm. Dude, that shit's weird.
Yeah,
Like, if I got to feel like, as a man, if I'm going out and I'm crushing the day every fucking day, I'm hitting my fucking goals, I'm chasing my passions, as a man, and you fucking tell me some shit like, oh, Matt, why aren't you spending time with us? I'm going to laugh in your fucking face and I'm going to call you a pussy. Because that's really what you are. Like, you don't got nothing better to live for but me coming to drink with you on the weekend? Are you serious?
yes, absolutely.
That's pathetic.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
that
I'm
is
not your girlfriend.
exactly.
I'm not your girl.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
I'm so glad I have like a couple friends that are in my circle that are not like that. Like they'll drink all the time, but they respect the grind and hustle that I do. So like I haven't seen them in a while, but they're not gonna say shit. It's like, oh, Kevin's hustling. So
Right.
So even if you do have friends that do drink, but if they still support you, and that's one of the assets, they support you.
Yeah.
Then absolutely keep being friends with them because they still got your back. It's like, oh yeah, Kevin can't hang with us. That's cool. Like he has more important shit to do. Like we're just having fun. He's actually doing something with his life.
Yeah, it comes down to respect.
To wrap this up, you don't owe anyone anything. You don't owe anyone's love. You don't owe anyone anything, except for taxes. Because if you don't pay your taxes,
Yeah, you're going to get in trouble for that one.
yeah,
But what you do owe is you definitely owe a lot to yourself. Like, you owe it to yourself to chase your fucking goals. You owe it to yourself to chase your fucking passions. When you have kids one day, right? Do you want to feel like, damn, like, no, honestly, like, your kids are going to see you, right? As a grown adult, not chasing your goals, not chasing your passions. Dude, your kid's going to know you're a fucking loser. So chase your goals, chase your passions every fucking day. Do it for the future of your family because they're going to be watching you.
Yes.
And you're going to want to set the right example for your kids to follow the same path.
and like a lot of people who like don't pursue their goals, you know, they blame their kids. Just, oh, I have kids, so I can't pursue my passions. I'm like, you're a fucking loser for saying that.
Right.
First off,
They use it as an excuse.
it's like if I ever get married, if I ever have kids, I'm never blaming my wife. I'm never blaming my children. I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing. Just like what Grant Cardone said. He says, he's like we don't blame the kids.
No.
We don't blame each other for not pursuing our goals. If anything, our family is the reason why we push ourselves.
Right.
for their goal.
It should give you more fuel to the fire.
Yeah,
you know,
like
to
you.
keep you fucking
Yeah, like
pushing.
you. You have a family. You're
Yeah, I have
having
a
a second.
family.
You have a second one on the way.
I know.
And-
I could lay out the things I do, and people think I'm fucking crazy. Like, I have 4 stores. I have a potential big thing coming. Little sneak back to our beginning of our
Yeah.
episode.
Well, man, you are crazy because you're not average.
Yeah, no, not fucking average at all.
Yeah.
But I train jujitsu. Try to do that, like, you know, right now it's like 3-4 times a week, but I want to get back to every day with that. I lift every single fucking day.
Yeah.
You know, with the 4 businesses, you can only imagine how many tasks I have throughout the day, every single day. I'm up at 7 a.m. I'm done at like 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I still make time for my kid every fucking day.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for an hour or
Yeah.
30 minutes.
It's
know?
how you finesse your time. And this goes back to, you know, the people you hang with. People who say like, oh yeah, I have kids. I have this and that and make up excuses. You'll feed into that and be like, oh yeah, I'm making excuses too. Whereas like, you know, like if I was by myself and I'm hanging with you and I see you doing that, it's like, well, I can't make excuses for myself. You do more than me. And so what do I have what excuse do I have to not pursue my passion?
Dude, and that's a good point. That's why you want to surround yourself with high performers.
Yeah.
Like, we need to, like, especially in our 20s, like, we need to take on as much workload as possible.
Facts.
Dude, so that when we get older, it's a lot easier to handle that amount of work. You know? Because if we don't do it now, we're going to be lazy shits when we get older.
So going back to the point about like, you know, cutting people off, some people just don't want to hurt people's feelings. Well, how about your feelings?
Yeah, right.
He's like, their feelings don't matter anymore because if you need to sacrifice your own well-being to make others happy, being a people pleaser, well, like, how's that going to make yourself feel?
Yeah.
Like, at the end, you're going to deteriorate yourself mentally to the point of like depression and all that shit, and you're going to start resenting people. So it's better to be straightforward and honest people and just cut them out. Be like, no, fuck you. If you want to act like that, bye.
Yeah. And with that, like, dude, I'm super nice to people, right? All the time. Super nice to people, whoever I meet. So, like, if they even, like, think that they can get upset about something I do, like, that's laughable. Because, like, I'm such a nice guy all the time.
Yeah.
If you're really getting offended by me living my own fucking life,
Yeah.
you got fucking mental issues.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now, how can you test people who to trust? So you've actually given me an example on like how, like what to do to see how. Well, how do you test people to see if you can trust them? So you said like you let people borrow money and you just don't ask for the money back and you see how they.
Yeah, it's a great way. Dude, it can be something as easy as just like covering the food bill one day, right? And like just taking that expense on you. And if that person, like, you know, if you notice that person doesn't, I would even say doesn't appreciate it or like doesn't try to give it back in some way, like they're usually somebody that you can't really trust. They're trying to milk you for something.
Yeah.
They want to get something out of you.
They don't have to like give you money back, but at least show like some sort of appreciation for your generosity. Like maybe like, oh, I want to like clean the dishes for you. I want to do this and this and this for you to make up for it. So even if they don't pay you back, at least they're doing something to show that like.
And it goes back to that value. They're adding value back.
Exactly.
Like, hey, Matt, you hooked me up. Here's me trying to hook you back up, you know?
Facts. And
that's how relationships should work.
Mm-hmm.
Give and take, give and take.
yeah, and earlier you said something about, you know, people coming, as soon as you cut people out, the people...
Yeah, all the time. I've had it with employees. I've had it with friends. I've had it with little business arrangements. Every single time, like if something goes wrong and they do me wrong or they get over on me somehow, I'll let them go because I don't want to waste my time on them anymore. And then a couple months later, guess who's hitting me up because they want a job again? Guess who wants to get in business again? Every single fucking time because they knew I was so genuine and such a good person to help them, but they just completely dropped the ball and fucked it up to try to get their personal gain real quick.
Exactly.
And nothing's like a get rich quick or get some money real quick scheme. Like, no, it's the long game.
Yeah,
like you need to build relationships with people that want to drive towards success, and those are the people you keep working with.
And it's basically just building trust amongst each other.
Yeah, that's a huge point.
Yeah. Because
I could hand Kev 20 grand right now, and I can trust when I come back. Let's say I leave for a month, he's still gonna have that 20 grand. Mm-hmm. But we only got that far because we do business together constantly.
Exactly.
Good business together.
Great business.
Not
yeah.
fucked up business together. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So that wraps up this podcast. It's a little bit shorter today, but I think we just need to hit home like this point that we want to convey to people because people are still in toxic friendships and everything like that. So we just want to help people out with this episode.
Yeah, we want you guys to realize that it's not that serious if you need to cut somebody out of your life. You need to do it for the best interest for you.
Mm-hmm. So thanks for watching, guys. And if you're on YouTube, please hit the like button, subscribe, and please comment because the algorithm, we want to pop up on the recommendations. And if you got Spotify, just increase our listening counts because we just need your help. Share it. If this helps you out, please share it with everyone because everyone needs to grow.
Yes. Or if you know a friend that this could help, please send it to them too.
Yeah. Because we're here to help everyone change the world, make the world a better place.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching, guys.